for Epperson. One of the surprises for the Saginaw Spirit, not in the fact of how talented he would be, but an addition that nobody saw coming, and what an impact he's made. Now it's center red, the Spirit there. Pretty 6-16 last night, an uncharacteristically poor night on the draws. As this one is taken back at center, Gervais just trying to kick it back in. Three Spitfires over to him in front of the bench. This one onto the near side, Cristoforo. Jammed off the boards. Liam Greentree, second in the OHL in scoring at 116 points. His counterpart, Michael Misa, leading the league with 124. He's not on the ice right now. Morneau poked away there by Gervais. This does get back out to neutral ice. Greentree up through. This one picked up. Morneau drops it off. Protas takes a shot. Fought off Papineau. The rebound chance ends up in the corner. Back in front. Morneau a shot. That one may have rang off the goalpost. Back for Cristoforo. Creeping down the boards. Greentree, then Morneau, then back to Cristoforo and Greentree, and then Morneau. But it was broken up by Jacob Kluche before that could be completed. And four fresh penalty killers are out for the Saginaw Spirit. Hayden Barch tangles with Protas. The pass over for Greentree, swatted away by Carson Harmer. In the final seconds of the Caleb Mangoni call, will tick off the board. This dumped into the offensive zone once again. Barch takes a look. Nearly intercepted, but Sean Costello just settles to break that pass up. Joseph Eichler gets it off the goal stick of Carter Froggett. Again, 7 games between these two teams prior. This is just the second for Froggett. As here comes Caden Johnston. Fourth line is on for the Spirit, and a snapshot stick the side. Costello turns this back into the neutral zone where Blake Barnes is there rather for the Spirit. Liam Storch. And a little tire blown there by Walton, so Ethan Weir can send it back in. Tanner Weingart on it for Windsor. Valeris and Nesbitt jam up. Puck picked up by Storch at center. Rink wide for Ethan Weir. And he is hammered through the bench door by Costello. Weir back up to his skates. He is in the bench right now, so the Spirit have 5 players on. Epperson now in the high slot. Storch has to double back. Jams it in on the backhand, and Epperson's after it. Good stick lift there against Eichler, but Epperson can't get the body positioning. Morneau throws this on through. And this one will be picked up in the left wing circle. A shot. That one fought off by Papineau. Greentree thought he had a great chance at Windsor's first goal. A IBEW local 557, and they get to go to work here. Opening face-off. Fired back in deep here by Windsor. James Go occupies Zane Parek's quarterbacking spot on the power play. Tripped up there by Nesbitt. Just able to get things out of danger. As Wyatt Kennedy fires this one into the catching goalings carefully. Sarnia, the Sioux Greyhounds, the Owen Sound attack, they're all flip-flopping daily, it seems. This puck's back out at center. Settled down here by Nesbitt and floated in. And the glove down again by Papineau. He moves it to the corner for James Go. And Windsor knows that they're starting at home ice. Heads up for Saginaw. Killed one off already tonight. We'll see what they can do on number 2. Puck back in behind the Spirit end to start out. Morneau against James Go. Epperson, the close support. Michael Misa there was poked away from him at the last second. Spitfires are without a key power play weapon in their captain, Liam Greentree. Protas moves it over. Nesbitt in the circle. Cross-ice pass. That could not be settled down by Abraham. And a fortunate bounce for Saginaw. That'll see PJ Forgione on the zone clear. 30 seconds gone on the second Stormmaster Exteriors PK here for Saginaw in this game, up 2-0. From one goaltender to another, Caleb Papineau sweeps it there for Hayden Barch, wastes no time. And Cristoforo will chase things down in the Windsor end.
Penalties on the previous play for both teams.
Nesbitt in front of the Windsor bench, jammed after it. Rolling puck is settled here by Hayden Barch. Flipped up over some heads, and the outstretched fingertips of Elliot Protas. Settled down in front of the Windsor goal. Moved off again. This time it's Nesbitt near side. Protas has a step on Valeris, trying to get a shot off. Handcuffed there, and a great blocker save by Papineau. Abraham back in the right circle. Back up to the point. Held nicely there by Carson Woodall. 45 to go on the power play. Up top, here's Protas looking for a lane. Tries to open one up. Goes into some bodies. Loose puck. That one chopped out of danger. Goes back into the corner. Protas dusts it off, moved for Nesbitt, off a couple of sticks on the right pad of Caleb Papineau. And Jacob Kluche will send that one down the length of the ice. He and Nesbitt are locked up now on the neutrals for the Spirit on the power play. And yet again, this one starts with the Windsor clear. Davis is out with Nesbitt, Cristoforo, and Kennedy. The other penalty killers for the Windsor Spitfires as James Go leads the charge. Predictable drop-off. Misa there for Mangoni and bumped over. Epperson, lots of room into the zone. Dropped back again for James Go. Spirit are set up here. Chernyshov down to the goal line off the skate of Mangoni. Igor Chernyshov takes this puck again. Down the near side he goes, and it's James Go. Back to Chernyshov. The rotation starts looking to the back goalpost. Can't be kicked after by Misa. Now Chernyshov got to take an angle to this puck. It's nicely poked away there. Wrapped up into the skates of the linesman. And the Spirit maybe a fortunate bounce there as James Go was on this one. Miscommunication. We've already seen 2 overtime games between Saginaw and Windsor in this building this season, so we're not exactly strangers to 3 against 3. And now a stretch pass is going to be picked up by Sema. Fake the shot. McNamara's out of the box. Sema knows he's shorthanded. So he's just going to try to take as much clock as he can. Cristoforo, 4-on-3 now for the Windsor Spitfires as Greentree leads him in. Crosses pass with Protas. Saw a little chop there from Forgione. Nesbitt back down and give and go, and that shot just sent wide off the return feed from Cristoforo. And now it leaps over the stick of Greentree and back out to center. Thought Windsor was going to find the back of the net for sure. Greentree's back in. They may yet still. Protas, casually for Cristoforo. Dropped it off Protas, now Greentree. Protas again. Good shot there, up and into the glass, and again, it takes a fortunate bounce and goes down the length of the ice. 8 seconds on the Misa penalty, and we'll return to 4-on-4. Protas slings it wide. Nesbitt trying the return. Protas a good stick lift, but he was jammed up by Gervais. Trying to take advantage of the clock. Greentree cut off the outlet pass for Misa. Xander Valeris can't get it out to his captain, and now he does. Now it's 1-on-1. Misa against Cristoforo with Protas back. Gervais joining, and a shot goes off the boot of Cristoforo. Misa gives it there to Sebastian Gervais. Back out to center, Hayden Barch. 4-on-4 for the moment. Misa and the Spirit are offside. Last night for Saginaw, just the second time this season, he's gone 2 games without a point. He's in right now. Forced off the puck by Kennedy. Taken again here by Greentree. Whacked at by Epperson. Closed off along the far boards. The trailer, Nesbitt trying to keep that play alive. But right back onto the stick of Chernyshov. Bounces off Woodall. And Epperson, a little bit of a stick check there. Has a moment as James Go gets knotted up there with Nesbitt. Epperson. 2-hand whack. He broke his own stick on Morneau. Spirit get away with one there. And they're not going to get away with the icing, but Chernyshov's in to wave it off. Joseph Eichler trying to escape. 41 seconds at 4-on-4. Nesbitt stood up by Forgione. Valeris tosses a man into the boards. And Chernyshov, the outlet pass. Gervais trying to get through Walton. The shot broken up and the pad save made on the partially blocked shot there from Carter Froggatt. Nesbitt, the counterattack left off for Morneau. Nice stick lift there by Igor Chernyshov. Eichler put that back into some skates. A Nesbitt shot, pad saved by Papineau. Puck on the near side boards taken here by Josh Glavin. Gervais starts it out with a D-zone draw 1. An awkward pileup goes into the boards. Everybody gets back up quickly, and Xander Valeris finds this puck down the length of the ice. An unexpected stop for Carter Froggatt on the long-range clear. Carson Woodall dropping things back for Greentree. Again, still no Anthony Cristoforo for the Windsor Spitfires. Now Greentree's in. A nice move to the backhand. Just could not tuck that home. Silky mitts from the Windsor captain, and he's still got this puck on an offensive zone possession, but he was looking up to the point, and nobody was home. I believe that typically would have been Cristoforo's spot on the power play. Carson Woodall starts back out from center. Dropped it off for Ilya Protas. Back over. Wyatt Kennedy broken up by Caden Johnston. PJ Forgione finishes the job. 2 seconds and 1. Michael Neese is out of the penalty box here for the Spirit. Carson Woodall on the backhand. Games just hops out of the way of that. No icing. Still 2-1 thanks to that man there, Josh Glavin. Harmer there for Epperson into the offensive end. Drops it off. Chernyshov opens a lane. Chernyshov shoots off a body. Rebound picked up by Epperson. Sandwiched there by Kennedy. Epperson turned into the boards yet again. Greentree back on this for Windsor. Chernyshov awkwardly into the wall. Harmer knocked after it by Nesbitt. This one spun back down low as Mangoni's there. Twists away from Kennedy. Mangoni comes out on the backhand, a shot. Good kick save there by Carter Froggatt. As Kennedy gets the outlet pass, it'll be off the stick of Blake Barnes. Poked away. Greentree got no angle here, but he's got the puck first. Back and behind the Spirit net. Greentree put back in front. Belchez chopped that there, and a good reverse hit. That'll send down Carson Harmer. Puck picked up by Greentree. Here's an opportunity. Stick check there by Cloutier. And the puck ends up on the far boards. Eichler taps that high off the glass. Greentree stops up against Forgione. Fluche's on this puck for the Spirit, and he just gets it out to center. Robinson away from the outstretched stick of Harmer. 50-50 puck on the red line here. Jammed back for Joseph Eichler. No, again in his 7th consecutive start. Valeris in the box for roughing. Protas over. Woodall away from Gervais. Back down below the goal line he goes. Can't put it in front. Popped into the air. Woodall off the boards for Protas. Near side Greentree. Spinning away from Gervais. Carries him over to the boards along with the puck. Back for Woodall. Quickly over. Protas far circle. The return, center point, Woodall, then Protas back on through near side. Greentree puts a rising shot. That one goes. 1:32 left on the Windsor power play. Trying to tie it up. Back to the point, Protas again. Rolling into the left circle. Protas, lots of steam. Got to go around Nesbitt. And then the back of the net. Now Greentree back in the circle. Rising shot shrugged off by Papineau. 4 bodies in front. Misa's on the puck. Kept in by Protas. Walks into the lane. Puts it back down low. Greentree up for more. No, nicely sticked away there by Misa. He's going to battle for this puck. And the captain clears. And they're going to cheer for that. Froggatt will drop off here for Woodall. 1 assist already for the Windsor goaltender. Woodall drops it back for Greentree. Up for Protas, so that means no more assist opportunity for Froggatt. The Spirit will clear here. Down to 50 seconds on the Xander Valeris. Gets one here at 5-on-5 in the second period. Likely, Ilya Protas. Be his 7th of the season here in 8 games against the Spirit as James Go gets cleaned out on a hit by Weingart. Joseph Eichler back in front of the Spirit bench, hit by Zhilkin. Brand new hockey game here. As we remarked about the surge in shots from Windsor. Weingart's on this in the offensive corner again. Eichler a shot into Dima Zhilkin. Spills back to the neutral zone. Nick Seema's on his horse, but he can't get there before Eichler does. Seema's going to take a piece out of Nathan Games. Tosses him down. Play's going to continue. Games has to get off the ice because he doesn't have a helmet right now. Gervais ahead. In with Seema. Rifles a shot. Pat save Froggatt. Hot rebound. Can't be settled by Sebastian Gervais, and Nesbitt got the worst there of Nick Seema. They've given the goal in the building to Costello. His pass goes off the wall. Hicks back in front of Flucha. Belches given away by McNamara. Harmer a shot while falling, and a pad save by Froggatt. Belches takes Mangoni out of the play. Puck back at center. Forgione swings for Barnes. Laid back in. Line change coming here for several Spirit players. Mangoni continues the forecheck with 8 minutes left in the second period. Outlet pat for Nesbitt as he tumbles down. Poked away from McNamara by James Go. Barnes can't get out of the zone. Nesbitt. Protas takes a shot. Tipped there by McNamara and wide. McNamara back for Nesbitt. Put back in front. All alone, Protas, he scores. No doubt about that one. He'll let Epperson hear it. And Ilya Protas gives the Windsor. Well, officially, it's his first goal of the hockey game. And a very Ilya Protas move right there. Just powers his way to the front of the net. Picks up the puck. As Papineau goes down into the butterfly, Protas elevates. And the highest scoring import player in Windsor Spitfires history has what appears to be his 48th goal of the season. This goes back in behind Froggatt's goal. Kennedy hit hard by Michael Misa. All of a sudden, the Spirit a bit behind the 8 ball here as time winding down in the middle frame. Nesbitt will be chased down into the Spirit end by Chernishaw. Nesbitt back in front. Greentree bumps it over, and that shot somehow stayed out of the net. Protas may have been robbed there by Papineau. Moved up the wall. Off a skate. Greentree turns that one into Chernishaw's leg. Igor off the boards looking for Misa. From Hurtubise. Face-off is won by Nesbitt. Carson Woodall back out for Nesbitt. Shot blocked by Gervais on its way through. Gervais tries to find Caden Johnston, and he's on this puck to center. Blocked by Nesbitt. Gervais follows on. Spirit are onside, but no longer have control of the puck. Carson Woodall out from behind his own net. Nesbitt up the near side. Inside 5 to go in the second. Xander Valeris gets there first. Just ripped it up the boards. Carter Hicks gets there. From the point back down. Belches is hit by Dima Zhilkin. The stick knocked out of his hands. Zhilkin's on this puck. Off the glass. Gervais has to locate it out of his skates. Hicks for Woodall. Here come the Spitfires again. Belches hit by Barton, then Nick Seema. Now a stretch pass down the left side. Can't be controlled by Sebastian Gervais. He and Hicks into the boards. Gervais battles. Sema comes over, lays another hit. We'll talk with Nick Sema coming up here in the second intermission. But at the very least, the Spirit have an offensive faceoff here. Short-handed that they win. And so Xander Valeris has some real estate that's quickly shrinking here. Hayden Barch off the glass. The linesman ducks out of the way, and the Spirit have cleared effectively. Halfway through the Christian Epperson slashing penalty. Carson Woodall. Drop back for Protas. Then through center with speed. Giving off here to Nesbitt. Misa wraps up with him. Gervais. Now Greentree for the Spitfires as well. Gervais comes away with it. Turning towards the middle. Gervais gets things deep. Carson Woodall there first. Gervais turns up ice. He stays on this Spirit penalty kill. Protas on through. Morneau lost the puck. Gets it back. Gervais just dusts that aside. As it's back out to center ice. Greentree. Near side Protas. Greentree again with speed. Delays. Turns on wide. Back to the top of the zone. Carson Woodall back for Greentree in the circle. A shot. Good stick saved by Papineau. Long rebound. Woodall over. Bumped across. Here's Protas and a shot blocked by Barch. Up in the air. They score. Hayden Barch inside the offensive blue line. Twisting away. Chernyshov keeps things alive. Put it back through some skates. Hayden Barch rather. Back down low for Harmer. Looking for the cross-ice pass. And that one's off the boards. Now played towards the net. 0.3 left in the period. It doesn't quite get him even, but it gets him close enough. 4-3 we go into the second intermission. Kluche has some word in the ice and flip right over Blake Barnes' stick. PJ Forgione. Tipped in by Nick Sema, who's been reunited with Dima Zhilkin and Sebastian Gervais. So Saginaw back to its usual combinations here, at least for the moment. Xander Valeris shrugs off Nesbitt. McNamara closes off Hayden Barch. The puck in front is jammed away by Gervais in the Spirit end. Poked on through. This one settled. McNamara can't get it out of his skates. Nick Sema's on this here for the Spirit. This one, an advanced pass, can't be handled by Gervais. So Eichler's on it now for Windsor. Slipped ahead to Belches. Off the skate of Nick Sema. Dima Zhilkin chases after it. This one is Andrew Robinson here. The intended target of that pass was Nesbitt. Belches will spin it back to him eventually. Nick Sema, the stick look for Belches, or for Nesbitt rather. Valeris is on this here. Those two are tied up right now. Valeris is up through center. The pass carried into the zone and then dumped back in by Nesbitt. Tying up with Harmer. Spirit moved this puck out of their own end, but they stalled again. Luce back to the stick work of Davis. Hunted down by Barch. The Spirit are offside for Belches and Kluche. Davis off the draw. Mangoni pushes things in here for the Spirit. Goes back up the boards. Two Spitfires watch him. Mangoni ships on through. Belches takes him out of the equation. Barch just reaching back. Gets it back here for the Spirit. Hit by Nesbitt. Eichler's on this again. Come over. One towards the net. Almost put on goal by Blake Barnes. PJ Forgione. Up to Dima Zhilkin. Into the offensive end with speed. Sema down the wing. A backhanded shot. Pad saved by Froggatt off the outside of the cage. Now Zhilkin back up high. Forgione through traffic. Saved by Froggatt. Long rebound. Just sweeps it away there with the goal stick. Nick Sema was charging down. He's going to tie up the play here. Gervais to the boards. Intercepted here by Protas. Looking up ice. 3 goals and an assist here in this game. Knocked down by Nesbitt. Turned into the boards there by Blake Barnes. Igor Chernyshov on for the Spirit. 1 man against 3 now. Chernyshov driving wide. Knocked off the neutral territory. Nesbitt. Back for Woodall. Spitfires go up into the neutral zone. Carson Harmer steals. There for Kluche. 3-on-2. Kluche finds Mangoni. Cuts it. Takes a shot. That one fought off by Froggatt. It changed direction. McNamara. Hammered by Mangoni, but he's gotten the puck around for Hicks, and a big-time hit by Kluche. Knocks the puck free. Carson Harmer down to the corner. Mangoni rolling up high through the stick checks of Nesbitt. Mangoni shifting again. Back to the top of the zone. Mangoni takes a look. That one blocked on its way. Harmer hustles after it. Keeps the play alive here for Saginaw at the top of the zone. Harmer going down the right side. He's got a lane. Takes a shot. That one tipped wide and off the end boards. McNamara gets it out of danger. Carson Woodall clears. Best shift of the period by far here for Saginaw. Forgione. Back on this one is Blake Barnes. Ramped in by Misa, 1 assist in the hockey game. Windsor up the far wall. Protas goes off the skate of Barnes. Others bumps it back down before being hit by Epperson, and now it's Nesbitt wins it back. Walt off the glass, out of play. And Misa wins it back. Forgione keeps it alive. On the line. Over to James Go. Gets it back. Spinning around. Forgione takes a look. Chernisov runs a little interference there for him. Nesbitt there. Misa trying to put it back in front. Knocked down. Epperson stays on it after the collision with Kennedy. Back around it goes. James Go. Hit by Protas. Misa can't handle that pass. Kennedy collides with the shoulder of Epperson. Misa forces a turnover. Chernisov in front. Nicely blocked there by Davis. Rebound goes back and behind the net. Epperson there. Gets a check from Nesbitt. Puck comes out off Chernisov and Misa. And all the way back into the... But now, things are feeling good right now. Caleb Papineau's back in the Spirit net. We're inside 4 to go in regulation. They still need one more. And things are going to be a lot tighter on the Windsor side. Papineau remains in the goal for now. Davis driving wide. The Spitfires could really curtail the energy on the Spirit bench if they put one in the back of the net here. Harmer takes a heavy check. Nesbitt runs right through him. Forgione gives it back to Josh Glavin. Up for Kluche, and that one. Ema has replaced Christian Epperson. That's it. James Go stays out here. From the center point, off the face-off. He finds Dima Zhilkin down to the goal line. Michael Misa can't put it back in front for Sema. Couple of sticks lifted, and Misa's got it back. Zhilkin, spin there. Almost miscommunicated. Go near side. Chernisov waiting. Igor backdoor. They score! Tigers!
Good play.
Chernisov to Misa. The season for Misa. They score twice with the net empty. Chernisov waits an eternity, and that pass over. That's a wide open 6x4. And you think the Saginaw Captains happy to be off the slide.
What a play, though.
No chance for Froggatt there. 1:52 left. Chernisov will pick up the assist, but his 59th of the season is the difference maker right now, tied at 5. Greentree is back out in a foot race with Valeris. Knocked it over to his partner, James Go. Epperson down the wing. Knocked off Walt. Misa trying to head towards the net. Epperson with 50 on the boards. This one stolen away here by Ilya Protas. Up and over. James Go's got to settle it. Nesbitt's right behind him. Back off the boards, Chernisov. Bit of a dangerous pass away from Greentree. Valeris ahead. Misa bumps to the middle. Epperson attacks, drops off. Misa with 30 to go. Takes a shot. That one just over the net. Back into the corner it goes. Protas around to the near side. 25. Greentree in his own end. Off the skate of James Go. Comes back to the neutral zone. Misplayed there. Nesbitt's got a lane with 15. Trying to shift past Glavin. Nesbitt taken out of the play. Just calmly slid over to Epperson there by the goaltender Papineau. 10 seconds left in regulation. Spitfires trying to get free. Glavin fumbled there. Protas back in front. Off the skate of Chernisov. Just trying to get time to expire. More time on the... Michael Misa, the game on his stick, and a blocker saved by Froggatt. Chernisov. Epperson. High in the zone here. Lost the puck a minute and a half here into overtime. Epperson gets hit. He's going to have to backtrack to neutral ice. Epperson to Misa. Greentree tied up with him. Out-muscles him. Here comes Greentree. A chance to win. A great save by Papineau. That'll send Chernisov back the other way. Epperson goes to the bench. Chernisov's into the zone. Swept away. After it is Kluche. Kluche back up at the blue line again.
Here we go.
Takes it into the slot. A shot and a save. And Cole Davis for Windsor. Off the draw. Igor Chernisov at the blue line. Looking towards the slot. That shot snapped wide. Kennedy out-muscled by Chernisov. Put back off the boards. And what magic do they have left here? Back up to the top of the zone. Mangoni didn't want to risk it. Safely back to center. 17 in overtime. Mangoni shifting, cutting back, shooting, and that one just sent wide. Nesbitt off the boards. Held in by Misa, though he stumbles. Nesbitt back the other way with 8 seconds left. Nesbitt there for Davis into the offensive zone. Chopped wide by Mangoni. Davis down below the goal line. 2 seconds. Comes back out in front. Got to get a shot off. Doesn't get to.